Did he? Okay, Kevy! Oh, stop it. Hey, hey. Our runt piglet is doing really well. He's up and walking around. He's very responsive to the bottle now of milk, so that's really rewarding. We did initially have him on hot water bottles and the fire, which not only was a lot of work for me to keep up with keeping him warm and keeping the fire going all day. Usually the fire will go out in the daytime, but it wasn't the right type of warmth. It was only sort of warming him halfway, if you like. So got a heat lamp on him, and that's really improved his overall health. He's not stiff anymore, and he's a lot more responsive to us, so that's really great. He looks like he's going to pull through and hopefully be able to be returned to his brothers and sisters once they have been weaned. The mum, Skinny, she probably knows that he's, I don't know how to put it, sort of not worth saving, if you like. That process of elimination of the weaker piglets, she sort of was having a go at him when I tried to put him back in, and also I wasn't sure whether he would be able to still be strong enough to latch on to her and drink from her. So it's looking like I'll have to bottle feed him until he's weaned, which is only a month and a half to 2 months. So we'll see how he grows and see when he's able to be weaned and put back with his brothers and sisters. All his brothers and sisters are doing really well. They're really big and beautiful, and they're all strong and doing well. They're still under a heat lamp as well and going to mum for food when they need to, but they're up in the daytime walking around, so that's really good to see. Dom's been working really hard getting that head bale set up, ready for milking time. In a few weeks, Maggie is due, and we should have a calf on our hands. Soon after that, we'll start milking Maggie. So still a few more things that we need to get finished. The actual head bale itself is all set in concrete, ready to go, but the latch that holds the head bale shut, the lever, it keeps popping open, so we have to figure out a way of locking that in, possibly with a pin or something that will allow it to stay there while her head is in it. The other thing is where the slab is, it's got a big dip in it, so we need to put a new top on that so that I can wash it off and make it hygienic and keep it really clean. The other thing is, if you watch in the video, there's her body, and her body is actually too far away from where I'm going to be needing to milk her. So we need to make a bar that goes the length of her body that pushes her over towards me, and actually locks her in so I can milk her a bit more easy. What are you doing? Going for a walk. You gonna leave your babies? Come on. This way. Skinny. Come on. Skinny. Sold another piglet today. We were discussing what we use to keep our pigs in the electric hot tape around the bottom of the piglet pen, and the ones in the forest or the bush, how we just have the two hot wires. And I said to him, you need that mental shock barrier, if you like, because when you have anything else, whether it be corrugated iron, or some people have just wire mesh with logs along the bottom, from what I've seen, they just make a mess and they just keep digging. Our pig growing up, her name was Moo, and she ran the place. I remember when we were selling my parents' property, and she was just sitting in the middle of the yard when people would come to view the house, because she would just dig out and she would just walk around the yard, and she was her own pig, she was her own person, you know. So I think it's really important to that hot wire setup, the hot tape setup, is shock them once, shock them strong, and then they won't test it again. In this instance, Skinny, she just pushed through one of the panels. We don't have her in an electric fence at the moment because she's in with the piglets. And I'd put her in that round yard just to, you know, give her somewhere to go and somewhere to walk around. And the wind had blown the panel open and she just walked out. So it was just funny that we were talking about it, and I just said, just make sure you get them trained to hot tape, and then, you know, there's that. Even if the hot tape is off, usually they'll respect it and they won't push through it. Skinny, wait! I just wanted to say a big thanks to everybody that's left comments or subscribed or shared anything that we've been doing here. I really appreciate it, and I've had really great feedback. It's a little bit different for us to be doing this. We've not done anything like this before, but we are enjoying sharing our progress and sharing what we're learning. And I feel for you guys that are in lockdown or restricted in any way. I know my own work has been restricted a fair bit, and it can be tough and hard, and I'm thinking of you, and I hope that you can find a little bit of a laugh or maybe some entertainment in our shows and what we're doing here. So thanks, guys.